Hello YouTube land. So, just to give you an update, I had my lights on my trailer. I rewired my trailer, but then we used it, took it down to my grandparents, and went to leave. It wasn't getting dark, but it was getting late, so I wanted to turn the headlights on. Turned them on, blew a fuse in the truck. So I replaced the fuse in the truck that day, and they didn't work right since. But anyway, so just figured I'd give you a walk around of my lights. So I've got tail lights, got the ones on the top. Got all this. Got my license plate light going, and everything. Got the lights going. Everything is working on it, as it should be, which is awesome considering the trouble I went through. Spent a lot of time on this. I took it to Coker Enterprises in Tyler. Really like to deal with them. They're local and all that. They took care of it, set me up, and they spent a lot of time on it. They charged $65 an hour, and they spent a lot of time on it, and he only charged me $150. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal. So turn my left turn signal on here. So I've got these combination lights on the sides that they flash too, because I wanted my side lights to flash. As you can see, I got that. My tail lights are turned off right now, by the way. I like those combinations because when you're turning, people can see the side of the trailer, tell that you're turning. They know when you pull out that you're turning. So you need a little bit of space. Plus, it's helpful when you go to turn. You can see your lights, make sure your trailer lights are working properly. So I've got turn there. Now, these also do brake on the side, because they're 3-function. Brake, tail, turn. So this is going to be tricky, but if I press the brake, you can see that side light lights up right there. Trust me, the brake lights work. We've already tested that, so trust me on that. But anyway, the next cool feature that I'd like to show you about is my interior lights. Just remembered I need to get something out of the truck. Get my keys clipped back on. I just remembered I needed to grab something. Gotta get that before I forget it. Next feature is, what's up? If you look, well, you can't see it, but there's 2 switches right here in front. I'm gonna flip the left one on. Now you can see them. I have these lights. So when it's dark, I go to pack up, put horse up, saddle up and everything. Got these lights I can see. Also, if I'm backing the trailer up at night, can't do it from inside the truck, but I can flip the switch on and I can see where the heck I'm going when I'm backing up. As you can see, they're pretty bright. This is something that I actually just got working today that I'm very proud of. So I'll go ahead and leave those on so you can see. Now I've got this right switch right here. Flip that on, and in here, that's on these lights. So as you can see, even if I flip the exterior lights off, there's plenty of light in here. The thing I like about these is each one has its own little switch. So when I'm going down the road with a horse in the trailer, I can flip that back one off and leave this one on where I tie my horse, and there's not too much light flooding in here. But this right here is the reason that this works. I bought a marine battery, since they're made to drain all the way down and then come back. Bought a marine battery, wired it in. There's my ground there, wired it into the switch. I've got it spliced in. That should be connected to the auxiliary on the truck, but I don't think the auxiliary on the truck is currently working. So that's an issue. But if anything, I'll just cut it from the truck, and I will just put a solar panel on the top, one of those solar rechargers, and wire it into the battery. Ain't that concerned about it. I'll just recharge the battery when it starts getting low. That's why I bought a marine battery, was so that it would go all the way down before it needed to charge. And I bought the one with the posts on it too, with the screws. So there's that. Comes down. My fastener to keep it from scooting around. Bought a piece of all thread, 1/4-inch all thread rod, bent it to go around, drilled holes in the bottom of the floor, just big enough that I could put a bigger battery in there if I decided to. And come out here. And can't really see it. Well, you can see it right here, barely, maybe. But there's right here. Follow my arm up. There's all thread sticking through the bottom. Put a self-locking nut and a washer on there to keep it from coming up there. Tighten it down real good, and battery's not going anywhere. So this space up here I use for my saddles and all that. I am going to, what's next, I'm going to make a door that hinges from down here that will flip up and latch in. Kind of like if you see my headache rack video, it'll be something similar to that as far as latching. That way I can latch this up here. When I put cows in here, then I don't have to worry about them getting up in there. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take this center cut gate right here, move it over to here, to this brace, and make another one to put at that brace right there. So I have 3 sections in here. I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough room for that, but we'll find out. We'll see. Probably make the same kind of latching mechanism and all that. One thing that I probably will do though is make a latch for the outside to clip these two. One thing I do like about this trailer though is with this one cut gate, you can swing it forward and you can swing it all the way back. So I do like that because I can swing it up here, run stuff in here, or swing it back there if I'm cutting stuff off and shut that. That's one thing that I do like. See? That swings all the way over there. Another thing I'm going to do is I am going to paint it. Still trying to decide a color I want to paint it, but I am going to paint it. And as I said in my other video, which I probably won't get around to posting till right before this one, I'm going to put my brand and my ranch name on it somewhere. Probably put Big Brand on the very front with my ranch name underneath it. Same I'll probably do out here, up on this space, up on the neck. I'll probably put ranch name, and or maybe my brand up there, put my ranch name on the side, something like that. I don't know. We'll just have to find out. But anyway, that's what's come to pass about my trailer. Pretty proud of my work. They said that the problem with the lights was the wiring was somehow like pinched inside the coating, inside the insulation. It was something weird. But anyway, I can take these lights and, you know, bring them out if I need to, turn them down or whatever I need to adjust. I don't want them shining right in the horse's eyes, obviously, but something where I can see, because you can tell when I flip this off and it's dark, even if we're at an arena, you can't see well enough to take care of your animal. But I can flip that on and I can see, put my saddles up, unsaddle the horse. I'm not going to have to worry about being injured by the horse, upset. But most likely what I'll do when I'm hauling the horse is I'll flip these off, this one, and gotta open this back up, and this one I'll flip those off and then just leave that one on just so he can see, and he's not gonna be scared by all kinds of lights and stuff coming by. But anyway, that's what's coming. I may put a saddle rack up here, something just slide a saddle on. Maybe, you know, put one here and one there or something like that, just so you can, because right now I take them and I flip it over upside down right there, but I don't really like doing that too much. So I'll probably put some kind of saddle rack up there, just something to keep it up off the bare metal. And but I'm gonna definitely get all my welding done on it first before I do any painting on it. But that's what we're looking at, and eventually I can, you know, put a little bit of hay up there or something if we're going somewhere. Probably won't be going too many places overnight with this trailer. I'll probably upgrade before we do that. But yeah, I got a decent deal on it. Can't complain too much. And it needed a little bit of work, but I'm glad I went ahead and redid the lights instead of trying to figure out what was wrong with the old ones. And Then took it to Coker's in town. Highly recommend them to anybody who's needing trailer work. They will work on trailers, repair trailers. I think they may even build a few trailers. He said that a lot of people don't usually bring in cattle trailers just because they don't want to have to pay for the labor on them. But, you know, is what it is. I would rather pay the labor on it because I was at my wit's end with this thing. So, okay, let me close this up. But kind of tell you some reasons real quick of why I bought this trailer. What I was looking for was a trailer with a closed top on it, preferably a hard top, because I didn't want a canvas top that was, you know, prone to tearing. I wanted a hard top, and I wanted a gooseneck, and I wanted at least one cut gate. I wanted a gooseneck because goosenecks pull better in my opinion. They're easier to maneuver. I prefer gooseneck over them all. Bumper pulls have their place, but not on my place. We have one sitting over there, but anyway, that's beside the point. We actually have that one back there in the back. Can't see it, but it's there. But at their place, just not on my place. And this one met the criteria. Has one center cut gate, like I said. I'm probably gonna try to put 2 on there. I don't know. Maybe I can put 2. There's see, 5'9" there. Let me see what the distance is across here. $6'1.5". So say 6 foot. There's a 3-inch difference there between the two, so they may overlap. Unless I try to figure something out. Besides, I don't know if one would swing up against here. No, one is not going to swing here. If anything, I'll leave it like it is. I'd prefer 3 sections because when I'm hauling cattle for myself, my dad, and my grandfather, which has happened, I can, you know, stick one guy's cows in there, another guy's in the front. It makes it a whole lot easier to load. It makes it a whole lot easier when we get the sale barn. You go, this section's mine, this section's his, and that section's so-and-so's. And also when I get to hauling cows, I like to get this one fixed up, get it painted up, looking pretty-ish, and then go out and haul cows for people. That way I can actually cut them back, and, you know, when I pull up, I can go, okay, this section, and then have my horse in the back, or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. Anyway, that's a little bit of what we're looking at. Be sure to like, share, comment, and don't hate. I do what I do because I do it, and I will see y'all next time. Enjoy.